Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online, easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts, Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert, Adam Duran, answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
All right. I am very excited about this week's topic. It's part 4 of 1,000 that we're
No.
Oh, come on.
It's part 4 about how to dominate in local search results in 2023. There you go.
Part
4 of 5.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. We got one more.
We got one more,
Big
Jamie.
list.
Can you get there?
List of 5,000. Okay, go ahead.
No. This one's kind of a no-brainer, but we've done podcasts on it before. It's all about reviews. And review management. Okay.
Yeah, I have an update too.
Well, if you are a business owner, and I hope you are, and you're listening to this podcast, good on you. You can check why reviews are so important. And it's probably a good idea to do this anyway. Search in your local area for your category. Then, hopefully, your business will appear. Those stars next to the name, those are the amount of reviews. Now, take a look there, and then take a look at your competition. Now, think about how a potential customer is going to do that same experience, right? They're looking for your service. They see that you have 10 or 15 reviews, and then they see that your competition has 98.
Yep.
So, I know it's tough to, get some distance there, but try and figure out, obviously your competitor, if this is the information that they have to go on, a potential customer, right? That's what they're going to see. And they're probably not going to call you because of that, or visit your location, or even give you a chance. Now, even if someone has referred that customer to you, this is also something that they probably will do as well. And can't you imagine that they would call up your competitor, even though their mom or dad or whoever referred them to you? Yeah, probably that would happen. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of this part of your business. Super, super important. Jamie.
Super important for sure. And it's kind of, it goes back to, how do you get reviewed? But I mean, you've covered that in 1,000 other podcasts too. So,
well, I'll just briefly how to get reviews.
Okay.
If you're in the home services department, and even if you don't, if you're in a place where the owner is separate from the customer, right? You have a lot of staff or whatever. You have to make it part of the training where from in the beginning, middle, and end, your staff are expressing to the customer how important reviews are to their livelihood, to the business, to them personally, that kind of thing. So, hey, how do you feel? At the end, you could say, hey, how do you feel about writing me a review? And if the customer says, yes, I totally will do it, you can stare at them and then ask them to take out their phone and help them write the review. I mean, I know that can seem a little scary, but that is the number one best way to get reviews in the home services sector. If you're in a business that has tons of foot traffic in and out, of course, you're not going to be able to do that, but you can still, in those situations, partner with a loyalty card, and that loyalty card will automatically, ask for reviews for your business. That's a great way. Or you can think about giving away something for people who give you reviews. For Yelp, you can use their check-in offer. That it's the same kind of thing. You give them 10% off. Then Yelp bugs them for reviews for you. That's awesome. And it's free. So take advantage of that feature. And yeah, you don't need to talk to anybody at Yelp to set that up. And they keep all the stats for you. It's great. That's a really cool Yelp feature. Okay.
Yes. However, it doesn't Yelp say, hey, bro, don't ask for reviews. We want reviews to be organic. And then they poke and prod and bother that person, and they say, "Leave me alone, 1 star." So go ahead.
So
That's
Yelp
what happened.
bothers them a few times, but that's it. But the cool thing about that system for Yelp anyway is that it's all in one. So Yelp, basically that review that person leaves most likely won't get filtered. So that's good. You have to let people know, hey, we have a Yelp check-in feature here or whatever. So you can. Yes, Jamie, I agree. It's hypocritical.
Oh, okay. That was the part I was waiting for. Okay, good.
So, unfortunately, these reviews are very much very, very important to the health of your business. If you don't know that, then do what I just told you to do at the beginning, and you'll see your competition knows it and they're taking advantage of it. And if you've been around for years and years and years, that's one of the ways they're going to outrank you, and that's one of the ways they're going to get more customers than you. It's just because of the amount of reviews they have. Really important.
For sure. Okay. Yeah.
So the more reviews you have, obviously, the more trust your business has online. So take that into account, right? If another way to get more reviews is send follow-up emails, texts to that customer, make it as easy as possible for them to write you a review, put those review links on your site, maybe at the bottom in a footer or something like that. And on your site, you can use those testimonials that people have put up as part of your website, right? So proof that you are helping people. It's always important to have that, so you can use those on your website. Make sense?
Perfect. Yeah, definitely.
All right. All of these sites like Google, Yelp, Houzz, whatever, they all have direct links that they make available to you. So you can send those directly to the customer. So on Google, you can just go to your Google business profile and you will see a get reviews button there. You can just click on that, copy that link, and it'll lead right to your Google business profile so people can write you a review. So do that.
Beautiful.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Super important definitely for local SEO as well is those reviews up to about 20 or so. After 20, the kind of the strength of that as a ranking factor goes away, but up to 20, man, super, super important, helps with your ranking tremendously. So yeah, I know if you're a business owner, this is probably I meet so many business owners who just hate this. They just don't like reviews. They don't like Yelp. They don't like getting reviews, all that stuff. They certainly swing negative in all of this stuff. So unfortunately, get over that. This is how business is done now. 10 years from now, it'll still be there. So get reviews and make it part of your monthly or daily practices to get reviews. In local SEO, the organic part, super important, but also for Google ads more and more in Google local service ads, these reviews are the major number one differentiating factor. So you're paying to get your Google guaranteed button. You're paying to get in front of people. And if your competitor has double or triple or 10 times the amount of 5-star reviews as you're not going to get anyone calling you, even though you're paying for that placement. And that's frustrating, right? That is super frustrating. So I can't say this enough. Get reviews, get reviews, get reviews. Okay?
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
When you do get the reviews, before that, when you're asking for those reviews by email or whatever, include some keywords that you want the client or that person to include. That will definitely help your local SEO, the keywords that you appear for. So make a list of those and include those in that email. So hopefully they'll use them, and hopefully you can also tell them, hey, use employee names that you worked with, owner names that you worked with, anyone that you met that you liked. Okay?
Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Now, when you see the reviews, of course, you should be replying to them right away because the person who did it went through the effort of doing that. They wrote that review. They took some photos, So you should always, to make sure they come back and refer their friends, reply. If it's a positive review, really, really respond positively, right? Say a thank you and all that stuff. If it's a negative review, guess what you do, Jamie?
Reply positively.
Yes, and put yourself in the mind space like I do of a Vulcan. A Vulcan has no emotion. Take all emotion outside of that response. Do not inject any excuses, anger, frustration, anything like that. You cannot touch crazy with emotion because that's what they feed off of. So I have had a client come to us where they did not follow that advice. And the person who wrote that review spent the next 6 months making YouTube videos every day about how much they hated that business. So when you look up that business, you can see on YouTube all of those videos. It's awesome.
What's the name of that one? Just kidding.
So point being is you don't touch crazy with any kind of emotion. You say, sorry, this was your experience. We try to take all constructive criticism in the spirit in which they were intended, things like that. Also, of course, when other customers see that review and your response, you don't want to show them how crazy you are. You want to show them how responsible, respectful, and nice you are. Easy.
You would think so.
It's tough. I know this is your baby. So whenever we do this, we write the review, sleep on it, and then rewrite the review. Give it a couple hours, rewrite it again, and then send it out. This is, I know as a business owner, this is your baby. You're very protective, but this is a fact. Fact of life now. 1-star reviews come in.
If I can make one piece of advice on that owner response as an owner.
Yes.
In the positive reviews, you can respond right away. The negative reviews, I like to think about it at least a day on my response.
Oh, yeah.
And
at least
because a lot of times people will respond, the owner will respond negatively back to because they're getting hit with emotion too.
Yep.
And so taking a day and then really, kind of thinking about it. Well, that's kind of the point of negative criticism. If it's just you're an a-hole, well, maybe I am. Look inward and see
sure.
it. But the point is, think about it, and then don't just respond back immediately. Well, F you too, type of thing. It doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't help anything.
You can always offer to open a dialogue privately with that person, and then never text or private message that person ever. Because that's what crazy people do. They screenshot your craziness, right?
Yeah, It stays forever.
By phone, right? So I think probably all of us have seen local business owners respond negatively, then people blow them up on Reddit or Facebook or whatever, and then let the tsunami of 1-star reviews come in. I mean, you see that and you shake your head. So hopefully if you're one of those business owners who reacts emotionally, you understand that it's a no-win situation for you. And a lot of people, it seems, that's what they want. They want to rile you up. So
they love getting a response.
Yeah. So you just, sorry, thank you, move on.
Yep.
Never argue in public. Okay.
I got one more quick one.
Yes.
Okay. So we had a customer who said, I love everything. I'm just so busy. I don't have time to write, the review that you want. So will you write it for me? And I said, no, can't do that. But you can use ChatGPT to say, hey, write a 5-star review, because technically you're not writing it, and send it over to the client. They posted it. Boom. 5-star review. They loved it. They've changed a few things, of course, but it gives the framework for,
I think it's totally fine. Review. Yeah. Easy.
I don't know if Yelp and Google would think so, but yeah, why not?
If it's from that account, it'll be fine. Totally agree. Yeah.
See if it gets filtered.
Yes. All right.
Yep.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, thank you very much. That's great advice. Reviews are so ignored. There's so many times where businesses, they don't even want to check their reviews because they're so afraid of seeing anything negative. But it's critical. As Adam said, everyone's a critic. And now with all the they've been around for years and years and years. So it's certainly not going away. It's evolving for sure, but not going away. So with that, we will have you, if you like this episode, please share it out to any other business owner whether Chamber of Commerce, networking group, just anyone that you're in contact with, because this is all critical information, especially if they're saying, God, all we get is negative reviews. It's like, I see those too. But no matter what we do, we only get negative reviews. And so so lots of things that can go along with this review rabbit hole. But we want to definitely get people and business owners especially familiar with this way of connecting with their customers and referring and growing their business. So make sure to share this out. And then also kindly leave us 5 stars wherever you're listening to this podcast. It's really helpful for our rankings and to get the information out. And then lastly, if you have a question about this topic or any others, Adam's recorded at least, I know for sure, 4 podcasts on this particular topic, but it is in a series and it's one of my favorites. So go to magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast button, search for reviews, and you will see all the podcasts that we've talked about on this topic. And then feel free, if you don't find the topic that you're looking for, message us on LinkedIn or Facebook at Local SEO in 10, and we'll try and get to that question in an upcoming podcast. So we will talk to you next week. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, Jamie.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.